EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on second down, Fitzpatrick, and complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down right at the 5-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. To the air again, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 28 yards.
15-yard line.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. Henry's got it out on the left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need some. Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake. Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle made.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
It's good.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this one is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it. On 2nd down, Fitzpatrick again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And fighting down inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one 28 yards on the ground. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. Yeah. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Henry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, kill.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott yet again. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
At the 49-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, it's Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Mitch Wishnowsky set.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
The 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harry. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Go. Go. One. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Hey, watch the sled. Watch the sled. 58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right there. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Whip. Watch the whip.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the 27, Prescott. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, Give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
We own now. Hey, number 20. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't? You don't know no better. Watch the eye.
To throw is Prescott, eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
On first down, Henry going to be swallowed up in the backfield as he'll wind up losing about 3.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll run it again with Henry. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.